Tyler Perry happened to Black Hollywood, and he did it by using stupid, ignorant, so-called Christian to fund all of his very homosexual behavior.
Recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll.
Because I wasn't a greedy person. I understood the game. I know that I can't make as much as a certain person that's been in the game longer than me, has proven box office success. I'm proving myself still. But at the same time, I'm not gonna belittle myself, my talent, and my worth. I know that I can at least bring you $500,000 in ticket sales. Right.
You got the whole world in his hand. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help? Some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
Hey kids, you best find a chair for this one because Tyler Perry is done. His supposed male victims are now coming out to say that he SA'd them to acquire parts in his movies. Tyler has been acting precisely like Diddy, and that's why his baby mom, Jalila Beckel, left him. The reason all this stuff is coming out after all these years is because an actor from Tyler's TV program, The Oval, is suing him right now. The man says Tyler violently SA'd him and then threatened to ruin his career if he informed anybody about it. He sent receipts, and baby, Tyler was on there saying stuff like, when you have a big D and you hit the G spot right on these bottoms, they go crazy. Jaguar Wright attempted to tell us that Tyler was going to Diddy parties and sleeping with guys who were much younger than him, but no one believed her. People also overlooked Cat Williams when he said that Tyler adored portraying Madea because he secretly wanted to be a lady. And do you all recall when Christian Keys also said that Tyler wanted him to spread his cheeks for a part?
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that.
So you see that he's sort of a seemingly normal guy, but you know something's wrong, but you don't know why. They actually ask him what did he used to do when he said he was a pimp and makes fun of it.
Hey kid, let's get into it, because there's a lot going on. This whole situation began when an actor from Tyler's TV program, The Oval, Derek Dixon, filed an explosive $260 million lawsuit against Tyler, claiming him of using his authority to abuse young boys and even SA them. He said Tyler promised him a big acting career, but then he sexually harassed him more and retaliated against him at work. And when he didn't reciprocate Tyler's unwelcome approaches, he alleges Tyler threatened to ruin his career. Derek says he first met Tyler back in 2019 during a business function at Tyler's studio in Atlanta. Tyler then contacted out to ask for his number, and they went on to communicate for months about the prospect of him appearing in one of his performances. At some point, Tyler reportedly turned the subject from business to more personal things. And that's when it dawned that Tyler was attempting to grab some of that body. At this point, Tyler was growing desperate, so he started tossing movie opportunities at him in an attempt to entice him into bed. The first role was in the play Ruthless, and the second was in The Oval. Even after all this, Derek was still not ready to bend down, and Tyler reportedly threatened to remove his character off the following season if he didn't let him have his way. The complaint read, Mr. Perry made it clear to Dixon that if Dixon ignored Perry or failed to engage with the sexual innuendos, Dixon's character would die in the next season. Perry continually held this over Mr. Dixon's head, hinting that his character Dale would live, provided Dixon kept Perry happy. Derek also alleges there was a moment when Tyler began probing him about his sexual preferences when they were on set of The Oval. Tyler apparently went as far as pinning him to the wall and strangling him while asking whether he liked it tough in bed, then allegedly grabbed him by the neck, saying, "Look how excited you just got." He also mentioned there was a time when he was staying in Tyler's guest home, and Tyler walked in on him wearing underpants. He stated Tyler took down his underpants, grabbed his butt, and said, "Relax, just let it happen. It's not going to harm." Dixon believes he managed to resist this attempt by shifting the topic. Derek stated he finally sought to have his character removed from the program and even refused a job offer to be a writer on the series. But it didn't stop there, y'all, because Derek also included other text conversations between him and Tyler was on there going wild. Like in one letter, he said, "No straight guy would be going on walks with you or making supper for you unless they wanted to feff you. I would feff you." But here's the problem, however, y'all. A lot of people believed the reason Derek is spilling all this tea now is because he watched Tyler moving on to other guys in the profession and grew envious. Finally, everyone watched Tyler moving on to other guys in the profession and grew envious. In fact, this picture of Tyler on a boat with Mariah Carey's ex-boyfriend Brian Tanaka went viral, and some feel this is what truly set him off. Folks are reporting Derek assumed he was Tyler's sole twink, but he shortly found out he wasn't the only male in the photo. Child, many even brought out how previous to attempting to get Derek, Tyler was also supposedly trying to get Christian Keys in bed. Apparently, the only reason he moved on to Derek was because Christian was giving him a hard time, and Tyler badly wanted a twink to create his sugar baby. If all recall, Christian had the entire internet talking when he released a video talking about how a big guy in the business was using his influence to sleep with young men in return for movie parts. Christian didn't officially disclose Tyler's name, but folks were confident it was him. And guess what? Christian never bothered to come back and clarify the air. He stated he had even taped his discussions with this guy, where the man was asking him to do certain private things. But the reason he didn't expose him entirely was because his brother persuaded him not to, saying that it would be all he'd ever be known for.
I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But, yeah. You get a grown man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bad, so after a big party, won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like what the get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, alright, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out and he tries to grab you. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. I'm like, what the you doing, man? What the Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not bringing multiple bones in this person's face.
Well, he says, I'm the first person to pay Taraji P. Henson the most money she's ever made. And then we said, but did you pay her fairly? And then he said, I paid her more than she's ever made. What does that mean, brother? Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that. See, when I see you do a clip and you go to T.D. Jakes' church, and I watch you write a check for $1 million in front of the congregation, and you give it to this man, was that for the congregation to give more money? Or was that really genuine? See, when no one's watching, who are you? To when everyone's watching. And we got a chance to see him when no one was watching.
Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Monique is not done with Tyler Perry. So as you know, Tyler Perry was trending last week after his speech at Angie Stone's funeral. Well, according to Monique, she feels like he's a hypocrite.
It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap.
And remember how Derek mentioned that when he was staying at Tyler's guest home, Tyler groped his private parts when he walked in on him in his underwear? Well, Christian had the exact identical experience, and it also occurred at a guest home. Christian stated he was intoxicated off Hennessy, and when he walked into his room, Tyler rushed straight in and attempted groping his private parts many times. He stated he tried pushing Tyler away, but Tyler simply kept coming back, anxiously wanting to grab a grip of his private bits.
Listen to this, guys. Tell me what you think.
Actors, they're not allowed to consort with me. Because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time. I spent a lot of time in Miami, and I snuck around Star Island quite a bit.